Hello everyone, welcome to Raga 3, the Carnatic Music Gateway. Today, we are heading into the 23rd episode of the podcast. So before moving ahead, let us begin with an amazing quote by Sabrina Carpenter. Confidence is the most beautiful thing you can possess. That's well said, isn't it? Confidence is the most contagious thing that we can attain. Once we are confident about who we are and that we reach the level where no one can beat us, we have reached a dangerously different level, and that becomes the game changer in the game called life. On one hand, gaining some extraordinary skills is considered to be unconquered, but at the same time, skills, along with sheer confidence, constitute to become an unconquered army. Such kind of immense confidence comes with proper discipline and working towards attaining the skills regularly. It is also required to introspect and see where we go wrong and raise from that level to reach the level of perfection. Once that perfection gets mixed with proper planning and discipline, it results in attaining the highest level of confidence in the obtained skills. That's how you grow to the level of achievement. Be careful, it all starts with you. On that note, we begin our 23rd episode with a simple yet beautiful composition of Muthuswami Dikshidhar, Mamava Pattabhirama, in Raga Manirangu, set to Mishra Chaputala, which is a tala of 7 beats. This composition is on Lord Rama, who is described to have been crowned as the king of Ayodhya after winning over Ravana and rescuing goddess Sita. This composition elaborates the Pattabhisheka function, which is the crowning function of the great ruler Rama, and thereby establishing the Rama Rajyam. In the previous episode, we witnessed the story of Rama till the Aranya Kandam, so we'll be continuing from there on. The next Kandam in the Valmiki Ramayana is the Kishkinda Kandam, which primarily describes the story of Monkey King Vali. This Kandam starts with the lamentation of Rama and Lakshmana, who go in search of Sita. While on their pursuit to regain her, they both reach a lake named Pampa. Rama expresses his emotions to Lakshmana and describes his disturbed mind as the beauty of the Pampa lake, which is filled with blossomed lotuses, resembles that of Sita's tender and beautiful face. The Kandam starts with the lamentation of Rama and the expression of his sorrow to Lakshmana. The shloka is Sadam pushkarinim gatva patma utpalajashakulam Rama saumitri sahitah vilalapa akulendriyah. As both Rama and Lakshmana go in search of Sita, they meet Shabari, who tells them to meet Sugriva for help. Rama goes in search of Sugriva and reaches the mountain named Rishyamukha. Both Rama and Sugriva come in terms and sign a treaty to help each other out. As Rama kills Vali as per the treaty, Sugriva sends his army of monkeys to go in search of Sita. After multiple tries, the monkeys could not spot her. After a lot of effort, the monkeys meet a vulture named Sampati, who is the elder brother of another vulture, Jatayu. Jatayu is the bird that tried to save Sita when she was kidnapped by Ravana, who came in the form of a sage. Sampati explains that he had seen Sita in Lanka, which is 1,000 miles from the Rishyamukha mountains. Sugriva commands Hanuman to meet both Rama and Lakshmana as they had helped Sugriva to win over Vali. Vajo Vijñāya Hanuman Sugrivasya Mahatmanah Parvatadrishya Mukatu Pupluve Yatra Raghavam. Hanuman, after seeing both Rama and Lakshmana, sheds down his doubts on the valiant men, speaks to them softly, and introduces himself to the two men in a humble way. He is so captivated by the calm and composed nature of Lord Rama amidst his difficulties, and keenly waits for Rama's introduction with him. Padmapatri-kshanau viro Jata-mandala-dharino Anyonyas-sadrushau viro Devalokati-hagatau Yadrichaiva sampraptau Chandra-suryau vasudhara Vishala-vakshasau viro Manushau devarupinau. As Lakshmana narrates the incidents to Hanuman, he keenly listens to him and understands the situation. Hanuman then flies back to Sugriva, who willingly accepts to help Rama. Both Rama and Sugriva take the oath of friendship. Jambavan encourages Hanuman to leap the ocean, and Hanuman agrees to do the same by increasing the size of his physique to make it suitable to leap the ocean by climbing Mount Mahendra. This Kandam consists of a detailed explanation of magnanimous strength and the adventures of Hanuman. This Kandam starts with the preparation of Hanuman, who decides to cross the ocean by climbing Mount Mahendra. He salutes the gods of 5 elements of nature and also salutes the god of mountain Mahendra and increases his physique to go in the southern direction to Lanka. Sasuryaya Mahendraya Pavanaya Swayambhuve Bhutebhyaschaanjalim Kritva Chakaragamane Matim Anjalim Pramukha Kritva Pavanayatmayonayo Tato hi vavradhe gantum Dakshino Dakshinam Disham. After all the preparation, Hanuman moves towards the south and reaches Lanka, where he sees the palace of Ravana and decides to search for Sita in the palace. He crosses every corner of the palace, but he could not spot Sita based on the visualization he has about her when Lakshmana describes about the divine couple. He gets depressed and concludes that since Sita would not be able to reside in such an inauspicious place, she would have either committed suicide or would have been killed by the Rakshasis residing in the kingdom of Ravana. Sachintayamasa tato mahakapi priyamapashyam raghunandanasya ta Dhruvam nu Sita mriyate yatanamye Vichinvato darshanam yeti maitili. As Hanuman is self-reliant, he sheds off his depression and decides to search in places other than the palace. He crosses every tree and garden within the limits of the kingdom and finally spots a beautiful garden named Ashoka. He continues his search in the Ashoka garden and sees a skinny woman surrounded by the Rakshasis. With her grace and divine appearance, he immediately recognizes her to be Devi Sita. Vimalam pramshubhavatvat ullikhantam ivabaram tato malina samvita rakshasibhi samavrita upavasa krishantina nishwasatim punah punah dadasya shukla pakshado chandrarekamiva malam. As Hanuman spots Sita, he sees that she is surrounded by the Rakshasis and also observes that Ravana coming to the garden to talk to her. While Ravana persuades Sita again to consider his proposal and to leave Rama, Sita instantaneously rejects him by stating that she could only think about Rama as a husband and advises Ravana to remain loyal to his wives. Outraged by her words, Ravana gives 2 months to reconsider her decision and threatens her that she would be killed otherwise. Sita, with her face continuously shedding her tears, decides to commit suicide as she finds no other way to escape from the difficulty. Saham yukta priyenaiva ramena viditatmana प्राणान् त्यक्ष्यामि पापस्य रावणस्य गतावशम्. As Hanuman sees all these things from a tree, he is overwhelmed by her loyalty and devotion to her husband Rama. He comes down to the ground from the tree and meets Sita. He introduces himself as the messenger of Lord Rama and Lakshmana. As she gets shocked by his presence, she does not believe the words of Hanuman. Since Hanuman sees no other option, he narrates the story of Rama and how Rama approached Sugriva for help. As Sita gets partially convinced, she asks Hanuman to describe Rama to confirm that Hanuman is truly a messenger of him. Hanuman describes the characteristics and also the personality of Rama to convince Sita. Rama Kamalapatraksha Sarvabhuta Manoharaha Rupadhakshinya Sampanna Prasuto Janakatmaje Tejasaditya Sankasha Kshamaya Prithvi Samaha Brihaspati Samo Bhuttya Yashasa Vasavopamaha. As Sita still does not trust his words, Hanuman immediately gives the royal ring of Lord Rama to her to reaffirm that he is truly a messenger of Lord Rama. As Sita gets convinced, she feels happy and Hanuman assures her that Rama and Lakshmana, along with Sugriva's army, would come to defeat Ravana and rescue her from Lanka to join with her husband. Grihitva prekshamanasa bhartukara vibhushanam bhartaramiva samprapta janaki muditha bhavat charu tatvadanam tasya tamrashuklayati kshanam ashobhata vishalakshya rahumuktangi vodurat. In return for remembrance, Hanuman asks Sita to give a token that Lord Rama could recognize. She narrates the story of a crow in the Chitrakoota mountains and asks Hanuman to narrate the same to Rama. She also gives her jewel of a head to Hanuman and asks him to give the same to Rama. Hanuman takes the Chudamani, salutes her, and leaves the Ashoka garden. He then decides to meet Ravana and kill the demons present in the kingdom. Ravana appoints Jambumali to destroy the monkey, but the monkey sets a fire to the whole kingdom to protect itself. After escaping from Lanka, Hanuman reaches back to Mainaka mountain, meets Jambavan, and narrates the incidents to him. Jambavan asks Hanuman to meet Rama and to convey his news. The Kandam ends with Hanuman meeting Rama and narrating the story of the crow by giving the Chudamani of Sita to him. Yuddha Kandam is considered to be the greatest of all the Kandams, as it describes in detail the war of Rama with Ravana to establish Dharma and also to rescue Sita from Ravana's custody. After winning over Ravana in the battle, Rama disowns Sita and asks her to undergo Agni Pariksha to testify her purity. Sita undergoes Agni Pariksha and gracefully comes out of the fire. Lord Rama accepts her and makes Vibhishana to be the king of Lanka, and the divine couple, along with Lakshmana, decides to head back to Ayodhya. Hanuman goes to Ayodhya first and informs about Rama's arrival. Bharata invites the divine couple and arranges for Rama's Pattabhishekam, which is the crowning ceremony.
Arkamandala Sankasham Devyam Drishtva Radhan Stitam Aruroha Mahabahu Rama Satya Parakramaga Shrutva Ramayanam Idam Dirgamayishcha Vindati Ramasya Vijayam Chaiva Sarvam Aklishta Karmanaha.
The Pattabhisheka Sarga of this Kandam concludes with Phalastuti, which assures that those who chant the name of Rama and also those who hear the story of Ramayana would be blessed with long life and boons, and those who recite Ramayana would be relieved from all sins and would be blessed with the knowledge of the self. Coming to the raga, Maniranga is the janya of 22nd Melakarta raga, Karahara Priya. This raga is closely aligned to Madhyamavati and Sri Raga. The scale is
Sa Re Ma Pa Ni Sa Ni Pa Ma Ga Re Sa.
The placement of the swaram is Shadjam, Chatushruti Rishabham, Shuddha Madhyamam, Panchamam, Kaishigi Nishadam in the ascending scale, with the inclusion of Sadharana Gandharam in the descending scale. Let's explore the Kriti.
Mama पट्टाभिराम जय मम पट्टाभिराम जय मारुति सनोदनाम राम पट्टाभिराम जय मारुति सनोदनाम राम पट्टाभिराम जय मारुति सनोदनाम राम पट्टाभिराम जय मारुति सनोदनाम कोमलदर पल्लव पद कोदण्डराम कोमलदर पल्लव पद कोदण्डराम घनश्यामल विग्रहाब्जनयन श्यामल विग्रहाब्जनयन सम्पूर्ण कामरघुराम कल्याण राम नाम सम्पूर्ण कामरघुराम कल्याण राम राम पट्टाभिराम जय मारुति सनोदनाम छत्र चामर करधृत भरत लक्ष्मण छत्र चामर करधृत भरत लक्ष्मण शत्रुघ्न विभीषण सुग्रीव प्रमुखादिसेवित शत्रुघ्न विभीषण सुग्रीव प्रमुखादिसेवित वसिष्ठाध्यनुग्रहपात्र दशरथ पुत्र मणिरङ्गवल्यालङ्कृत नवरत्न मण्डपे नवरत्न मण्डपे विचित्र मणिमय सिंहासने सीतया सह संस्थित सुचरित्र परम पवित्र गुरुगुखमित्र पंकजमित्र वंशसुधाम्बुधिजधर Samudra Medini Palarama Chandrama Padabirama Jaya Maruti Sanutana Rama Padabirama Jaya Maruti Sanutana.
Let's explore the meaning of the composition. Pallavi Mamava Pattabhirama Jaya Maruti Sannuta Nama Rama. Meaning, I salute and worship Lord Rama to protect me, who is the most victorious one and whose name is chanted by Hanuman, the son of Vayu Bhagavan. Anupallavi Komalatara Pallava Pada Kodanda Rama Ghana Shyamala Vigrahabja Nayana Sampurna Kama Raghurama Kalyana Rama Rama. Meaning, Lord Rama, whose feet are so tender, holds the bow that brings him victory, and whose eyes are like that of the lotus, is the most auspicious one. He, whose body is dark, like that of cloud that brings out rain, is the ruler of the Raghuvamsha, brings good fortune to all his devotees. Charanam Chatra Chamara Karadhrita Bharata Lakshmana Shatrugna Vibhishana Sugriva Pramukha Adi Sevita Atri Vasishta Adhya Anugraha Patra Dasharatha Putra. Meaning, Lord Rama's Pattabhisheka takes place with Bharata holding the royal umbrella, while Lakshmana and Shatrugna get the lead out along with Vibhishana and Sugriva. Lord Rama, who is blessed by the great sages like Atri and Vasishta, is the son of the king Dasharatha. Maniranga Valya Alankrita Navaratna Mandape Vichitra Manimaya Simha Asane Sitaya Saha Samstita Sucharitra Parama Pavitra Guruguha Mitra Pankaja Mitra Vamsha Sudha Ambudi Chandra Medhini Phala Ramachandra. Meaning, Lord Rama, along with Devi Sita, ascends on a mandapa decorated with precious gems and gets seated on the throne adorned with valuable stones. Ramachandra, who is the ruler of the Solar dynasty, has great virtues and is the most sacred person on earth, is a friend of Guru Guha and protector of the universe. Such a beautiful composition, isn't it? While sage Valmiki described the sacredness of Ramanama and also the epic, Guru Bodhendral has his role in spreading the sacredness of the Nama even to the common people. Once Bodhendral had been assigned the task to spread the essence of Ramanama by his Guru, he asked Bodhendral to obtain the book Bhagavan Nama Kaumudi from a person named Lakshmidhar Kavi, who was the author of the book. The Guru wanted Bodhendral to write the commentaries of the text and asked him to head to Puri where the author lived. Since Bodhendral reached Lakshmidhar's place late at night, he did not want to disturb the family, hence he rested outside his house. While he was resting, he saw a couple dressed in Islamic attire came and knocked the door of Lakshmidar's house. As Lakshmidar opened the door, the Brahmin couple explained what they had gone through in the kingdom of Bhamini and how his wife was waylaid by the people of that kingdom while being on their way to Kashi. Lakshmidar asked the couple to come to the temple tank of Puri Jagannath the next morning and asked the Brahmin's wife to dip into the holy water of the temple and chant the Ramanama thrice. He also mentioned that the wife would be purified once she emerges out of the tank. The next morning, all the people gathered around and witnessed the amazement as the woman emerged out of the tank, regaining her original attire. Having witnessed the effectiveness of the mantra, Bodhendra started writing commentaries by obtaining the book from Lakshmidar Kavi. He spent the rest of his life spreading the essence of Ramanama and finally attained Jiva Samadhi at Govindapuram in Tamil Nadu. As Lord Rama would have been so tired after the crowning ceremony, it's time for him to get some good sleep, isn't it? I would like to sing a lullaby on Tirukanapuram Ramar, written by Kulashekara Alva in Raga Neelambari.
தேவரையும் அசுரரையும் திசைகளையும் படித்தவனே, தேவரையும் அசுரரையும் திசைகளையும் படித்தவனே, தேவரையும் அசுரரையும் திசைகளையும் படித்தவனே, யாவரும் வந்தடி வணங்க அரங்கநகர் தூயின்றவனே, தேவரையும் அசுரரையும் திசைகளையும் படித்தவனே, யாவரும் வந்தடி வணங்க அரங்கநகர் தூயின்றவனே, காவிரினல் நதி பாயும் கணபுரத்தன் கருமணியே, காவிரினல் நதி பாயும் கணபுரத்தன் கருமணியே, வெறிவன் சிலை மலவார் ராகவனே தானே ஏவரிவன் சிலை மலவார் ராகவனே தானே ராகவனே தாலேலோ.
With such a soothing lullaby, we come to the end of 23rd episode. Stay tuned to Ragatri, the Carnatic Music Gateway. This is Jay Shri signing off. Meet you all in the next episode. Until then, stay home and stay safe.